everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jen Jen. I know I've been gone forever. I apologize. Um, I'm gonna do a whip and chat. I'm gonna let you guys know what's been going on. I have not fallen off the face of the earth. I'm still here. And while we're talking about what's been going on around here and why I've been absent, I'm going to do work on Nefertiti. I am almost done this. I have this section and then the rest of this, which you guys can't see, but there's like this little section here that's, anyway, yeah. So let's get started. But first, welcome to any new members or any new subscribers. I hope you enjoy the channel. If you like what you see, please make sure that you do hit the subscribe button and the like button. And if you're returning, welcome back. I know, I'm sorry, I haven't been around. Life has been getting in the way and it's been kicking me in the butt big time. Um, we I needed to take a break from YouTube and from Zoom and just kind of get my head back on straight where I was not in a really good headspace. Nothing was wrong. I just needed to reset, I guess. And I've done that before and I just needed a break. So I took a week off. I know I didn't tell anybody. I was going to tell everybody, but I kind of did not get to. And after everything that happened with my laptop crashing and then little dude starting school, I just kind of just said, you know what, I needed to take a break and just kind of get things kind of underway here and kind of get everything, established here routine wise for little dude and all that good junk, and needed to get out of my head because I was starting to put myself down again. And then my anxiety and stress kind of started, flaring up a little bit. And that was due to the fact that I was trying to do like 10 million things and just didn't, just needed to, get my head on straight and kind of just focus on one thing at a time. And right at that point, I needed to focus on little dude in school, and I just kind of needed to take care of me in the process because I wasn't doing a very good job of that at all. So I'm back. No, I did not fall off the face of the earth. I'm here. I promise I'm not going to go anywhere unless, of course, this happens again. I'm kind of hoping it doesn't now that we've kind of got some kind of an idea of what we need to do for Sky School. It's it was kind of a trial and error thing at the beginning, but now we kind of, have an idea of what's going on. And then to top it off, not only that, we found out that he was put in the wrong grade level. He's sixth grade, and this online school that he's been going or taking, or yeah, the online school that he's doing virtually, they put him in the wrong grade. He's in sixth grade, he's supposed to be in sixth grade. Well, they had him in seventh grade. I know. Don't ask me how. I'm still trying to figure that out. And we went along. The whole thing, what it boils down to is when he started, he had even asked me, Mom, why am I in seventh grade courses? And I was like, well, maybe that's the way they have it set up. I didn't think anything different. I just assumed that was the way that, this online school did it. didn't, really make a big deal about it. And I got a phone call and they told me that he was put in the wrong grade. And I thought, okay. So they basically, she explained to me, what happened, that somebody accidentally put him in the wrong grade and so forth. And I'm thinking, okay, it took you all 3 weeks to figure that out. Now, mind you, I was concerned, but I didn't have a way to get up with someone that I didn't know who to get up with. Basically, I had no clue who to, message, or, or even email on that note to even say, okay, my son's in the wrong grade level. He's supposed to be in sixth grade. Why is he taking the seventh grade courses? There was no way, there wasn't any way for me to, get up with anybody, because they don't give you, they don't inform you of how to handle things like that. And if they do, I obviously wasn't paying attention. I know y'all can see, really, I'm sorry. I'm a dingy person when it comes to that kind of thing. It didn't really phase me. Okay. So I, we went along, and he was doing fairly well. Okay. Mind you. So I just, he was like, some of the stuff he was having problems with. But most of it, they said, even though he was sixth grade level, he was doing fairly well with some of the seventh grade stuff. So after we got it all straight, I emailed all of the teachers that he was supposed to have. And I let them know, he got put in the wrong grade, and that, he was now in the right grade. But we were concerned because we didn't know if he was going to get credit for the work that he's already done, even though it was seventh grade work. The good thing about it is they told, they let me know, well, most of the teachers that he already, he has in sixth grade. So they let me know that don't worry about it. The work that he was doing is going to be counted. I was like, okay, well, that's a good thing. Don't have to worry about, having to rush to, make up any kind of work, because, I didn't want him to, get messed up or whatever. And, how is it that I am not, I'm not seeing, there we go. Okay. So, he was worried about it. He's like, Mom, am I going to have to do all this makeup work? And I said, I really, really hope not. So when I told him what they said, he was like, oh, thank God. I don't have to, do all this makeup work. So he's doing pretty good. But I wanted to kind of get him into the schedule so that, I could figure out where, when I could record and all this other stuff, and when I would be able to do my work without him having to, hear me in the background while his teacher is teaching, because he can't have distractions. And so we kind of figured it out. His schedule varies. There are days that he has to be on at 9 o'clock in the morning, most of the time. And he has, 1 or 2 days that he doesn't have to be on until, in the afternoon, which is fine. But I've told him that you need to be, basically, he needs to do work regardless. So he's kind of, learned, okay, this is what I need to do. And um, he's been pretty good about it. And so he's doing good. I have to say, I give him credit. I sit here with him every day when he gets in classes and help him in case he needs it, because there are some things that he needs help with. He doesn't know how to use Microsoft Word yet, and I've been showing him how to use that. And he still gets confused every so often, because um, when they have like a document that they have that he has to do, that requires him to do the work and then save it, he doesn't know how to do that part yet. So I've been trying to teach him that. And I watched him the other day or earlier, because he didn't know what to do. He looks at me, he's like, Mom, how do I do this? And I sat there with him and I showed him what to do. And he said, do I have to do this every time? I said, probably. I said, so, it's going to be, it'll take you a while to do it. So he's learning that too. And because I don't have Microsoft Word, I don't have a product key for my Microsoft Word yet. He's using another program that is compatible. And of course, every time he uses it, sometimes it doesn't work. And I've had to, kind of go in there and fix it. And my concern was that he would get frustrated. But he's been pretty good about making sure, that he gets the right one. And if I can't remember which one it is, he's pretty good at remembering, this is what it is, Mom, here. So, yeah, he's doing good. He's just, he doesn't want to sit in front of the computer a lot. But I told him, I said, well, now, especially now, he has to. He has to be logged in for 2 hours of at least every day. And if not, he will be marked absent. Well, when he found that out, he looked at me. He's like, well, that's not fair. I was like, well, it's either that or, you get marked absent. He's like, but Mom, there are days that I don't have any work to do. And I said, well, they want you to be logged in for 2 days or for 2 hours. So he's not liking that idea. He's not thrilled with that idea at all. But I told him, I said, well, honey, that's why they want you to do, because see, what they do is I think it's like every week, they go over what, they teach in the Zoom classroom. Then they give them the units that they need to do during the week. And I said, don't rush to do the unit, do, certain ones, do one section a day. You don't have to do it all in one day. And, he's trying to learn that he doesn't have to rush through everything, because I told him, I said, you rushing through it all, you're not going to get it all. It could be, you could have something marked wrong. So he's learning. And, yeah, now the fun part was he asked me, he says, Mom, I said, what? He says, do you know how to write an essay? And I was like, yeah. So I sat down with him and we figured that out. That's been fun. And, he's like, well, what do I have to do? Well, his teacher told him he had to read the story, had to read a chapter of a story. So he looks at me and says, well, I don't know what to read. And I said, son, if you go look in the closet, in the hallway, where all your books are, there are books that you can read, that you can read a chapter of. One chapter, and then write. Now, this is not something that he's not done before. He's done it before. And I explained, you remember when you had to do a reading log every week or a reading journal or every day? And he was like, yeah. I said, that's basically what that is. So, he did that. And he was just like, I don't want to do this. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry. This is, for a grade. And the only problems that he seems to be having is kind of with math. He's been having a hard time with fractions, which I'm gonna tell you, I can't do fractions. I don't ask me. I am not good when it comes to fractions. I'm sorry, just not. Me and fractions don't like each other. Never have. And decimals, can't stand them. And I told him, I said, dude, why is it that I keep picking up drills that are upside down? Yeah. So he's like, I don't know how to do this. And I'm like, well, I can't help you. And it's not, some of it, I have to say, some of it, I don't know how to do either. And at least not the way they teach. And he did one assignment the other day, and I showed him the way that I had been taught. Well, he got it wrong. And his teacher, was like, this is not the right way. Well, he got upset. So we went through, she sent a video, and which was basically just a video of her using a whiteboard explaining it. So after after he watched it, he kind of got the idea. But other than that, he's doing pretty good. He learned about nutrition today. It was funny because we were sitting here and I was doing something. I was studying for my test that the first part of my test that I need to take. I need to retake it. And so I was sitting here next to him, and he was doing his test, or he was studying, or doing what? Yeah, he was doing the nutrition thing with his teacher. And he looks at me and he says, "Mom," and I said, "What?" He said, "Is cabbage nutritious?" And I said, "Yeah." And he says, "Have you had it before?" And I said, "I don't like it. I don't like cabbage." He looks at me, he says, "Why not?" And I said, "I just don't like cabbage." And he says, "But it's nutritious." And I said, "Yeah." And he says, "Well, now mind you, he's allergic to red cabbage. He can't eat it. I don't know if it's because it's not, like normal green cabbage. I don't know. He can't eat it." And he says, "Well, aren't I allergic to it?" And I said, "You're allergic to the red cabbage." Oh. So he's, learning. He was learning that there was a lot of things he was learning that, he was telling me about. And I was just sitting there listening to him talking about, how this, certain vegetables have different, minerals and vitamins in it. And I looked at him and I said, okay. And I wasn't really paying attention to the actual lesson, but he was doing really good. He was, and then of course, what was it? The other day, his health teacher did a thing on mental health, and I don't know how it got brought up. Don't ask me. I don't know. He says, Mom. I said, yes. And he says, you have depression, right? And I said, yes. He says, so how bad is your depression? And I said, why? And he says, well, we're trying. Apparently, they were doing a thing on it, and again, I wasn't really paying attention. And I said, well, there are people that their depression, it can be really bad, and there are some that have learned to, kind of cope with it and have come, figured out ways to cope with it. And he was like, are you one of those? And I said, well, sometimes. And he says, oh. He says, well, do I have it? I said, no, not that I know of. And he says, oh. And I said, why? And he says, well, we're learning about this. And I was like, okay. I said, are you learning about depression, or are you just learning about mental health? And he says, that. I was like, okay. So I don't know what all he learned. I mean, it was like, one unit. It wasn't anything to like make a big deal about it, but he just thought it was interesting, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, so he's been trying to do, what he needs to do, but he does have his moments where there are days that he doesn't want to sit, in front of the computer, or he doesn't want to do courses. He just doesn't want to sit in front of it. And now that he knows that he has to sit there for 2 hours, he's not liking it. He just looks at me like, do I have to? So, yeah. So my week has been filled with just the past 2 weeks has just been filled with trying to get him situated and get myself back where I need to be mentally, because I was really getting burnt out with just being on Zoom and being you know on Zoom all the time, and then just YouTube in general. I just needed a break. And I know I kind of left everybody hanging. I didn't tell everybody where I was going, didn't tell anybody that I was just taking a break, and I do apologize. I just needed a break, guys. It was just like, and I know you all are going to say, you don't have to explain yourself. I don't, but, I feel like, if I lose subscribers because I didn't post a video, that's my fault. But, it happens. And it doesn't happen very often, but it happens. And, I, I just needed, some time to myself to get myself straight and figure stuff out for myself. Some things that I'm okay. I promise. I'm fine. Just needed to get out of my head. So, but I'm here. Um, I'm back. Now, am I going to be in Zooms all the time? I don't know. I I really don't know. I mean, not that I'm not going to be, in Zooms at all, but no, I'll be in Zooms. I promise. I just won't be on there 3 or 4 hours like I was, because I just don't want to, like, not let other things slide, because that's what I did. I was letting things slide. I was neglecting my house, which that's not good, and just other things that needed to be done. So, but yeah, so we're okay. We're all hanging in here. We're just kind of, out of it. I haven't really felt the greatest either. my I had a I'm just getting over a bad migraine, and I just haven't felt really good either. And so yeah, I just wasn't, yeah, it was one of those things where I'm just blah. Um, don't know why. But anyway, hmm, uh, I do need to catch up on channels. I feel like I'm way behind on everybody's channel, and yeah. So I think that's what I'm gonna do this weekend is sit down and watch uh, some videos and catch up on everybody's channels because yeah, I kind of miss everybody, and I miss everybody. I'm telling you, it's one of those things. I don't usually take time off like that. I haven't done it in a really long time, but and if I'm sick, yeah, I'll tell you all. But yeah, I just needed to be out of my. I needed to be. I get myself out of my head. But anyway, so I'm gonna shut up now because all I'm doing is rambling, and y'all don't want to hear me ramble. So I hope everyone's been doing well. I've missed everybody. I have been in chit chats, um, you know, on the Zoom chit chat group, and I see everybody, in there posting. I don't always respond, especially the last couple of weeks, but um, I have missed everybody. I All right, what color am I gonna do next? Okay, I been keeping track of everybody through there, so I know y'all are still alive, and but yeah, I'm here. I'm back. I just didn't want y'all to think that I was, not coming back. Nobody's done anything or anything like that. So, but let's see. Justin is doing good, and so is Miranda. Everybody's doing good here so far. Uh, I say that because Lord knows something could happen. I, and I don't want to jinx myself, but usually when I say so, when everybody's doing good, something happens. But everything's going good. Justin is doing. I don't know if I can say he likes his job, but he's. I think he likes it because he's getting his own money, and he's learning what it's like to be a responsible adult. And he looked at me earlier. He's like, "Why do I have to be an adult?" And I said, "Why?" He says, "Because I got to give you money." I said, "Sorry." And he looked at me and he's like, "This sucks." Okay. Well, what do you want me to do? Uh, I don't know. Well, son, I can't, I don't know what you want me to do. And he starts laughing. And he says, "Well, you can take it back." I'm like, "What? Take what back?" He says, "You could go back and not have me." And I was like, "Son, that doesn't work. It does not work that way." I mean, he just turned 20. So he's like, he's not, he does this. He jokes with me every year. Since he turned 18, he jokes with me. "Please take it back." There's no way to take it back, son. I can't take it back. You're not, no, it doesn't work that way. And of course, he doesn't listen. So, yeah. But, yeah, I can't believe it. He's 20. I feel old. Yes. Jennifer's getting old. And, um, he, He looked at me. He says, "You're old." I said, "Thanks." He says, "Well, I'm 20." And I said, "Shush. Don't want to hear it." And he says, "But Mom," I said, don't even." And he's like, "Did you think of that I would be 20?" I was like, "No." So just shush, just hush it. I don't want to hear it. And he just laughed. He says, "But Mom," I said, "Nope, don't want to hear it." And he he just, he likes to tease me about my age. I mean, I'm gonna be 52, so yeah, he thinks that's, he calls me old. And oh well, he'll be all right. So, um, but yeah, it's been, there's really not a whole lot to talk about because, to be truthful, I can't even remember anything that's happened in the last 2 weeks. Um, oh my gosh. It's the first time recording on a new computer. Yes, you guys can see this. It's different because it's not my laptop. My laptop. I don't think I can get my laptop to work. I haven't even tried it since it broke, or whatever you want to call it. You're hearing background noise. You will hear my child. He is in there taking a shower, and he's turned his music on. So I'm sorry. Why he does that, I don't know. He knows I'm recording. But anyway, trying to think of what else has been going on. I'm telling you, I didn't write anything down. That's how it was. Um, there's really not a whole lot to talk about, guys. I haven't done a whole lot of anything except I did read. I've been reading. I'm reading a couple books now. But yeah, I just took a break from everything. So I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. I am also getting ready. I wanted to get you guys. This was another thing. I wanted to make an announcement because I know I have said this, a couple of times, but starting November the 1st, Lizzie's World of Gems and I are going to be doing a Christmas collab DP, whatever you call it. It's called Mistletoe DP Along. We are going to be starting November the 1st. We are doing Christmas diamond paintings. We're not doing the same diamond painting. We are just doing one that's, Christmas themed. And it goes November the 1st until, gosh, I can't even remember. But it starts November the 1st. I will have to talk to her to find out. But anyway, so you guys can do it. It's hashtag mistletoe DP along. So you guys can do that. You guys can participate if you would like. I'm not making a group. If you guys would like to do it, you can go, my group, which is listed below in the description, my diamond painting group, you can post in that. And with hashtag DP along, mistletoe DP along. And there's not going to be any prizes or anything. We're just doing it because, it's Christmas. And so I'm trying to get, this one done so that I can kit up the Christmas one from Diamond Art Club that I have. But other than that, that's really it, guys. That's all I got to share. So I apologize. This wasn't, the most eventful and whatever whip and chat. Sorry. But I hope everyone has a great week, and I will see you all next time. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.